computer can handle from a new game angle. So that'll be fun to explore. Oh, there's this whole area back here I haven't even been to. Oh, more caves. I love a cave. I'll have to go caving. Y'all ever cave? I'll have to go to caves when I travel. It's so quiet and peaceful. Hey, what's up? Have been known to cave. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Is it back? You'll never go under the ground? Honkin' bazonkers. Nah, that's fair. It can be pretty spooky. I'm back. Was I gone? I'm gonna give it a moment to figure out what its deal is. I can see the icon has turned orange again. Now it's yellow. Now it's orange. Wait, what are you doing? You just walking? Alright, that's fine. Pretty much stopped and now it's back. It went to your Brazilian butt lift logo. Wait a minute. Alright, it looks like it's green now, so we should be back. I hope everybody has refreshed. Because just in case. Okay. Ma'am. Alright, so that just circles back to this cave area. Oh, interesting. Where are you going? Are you also going back here? I guess you're
Don't
just
you just
walking.
love springtime?
I do, Galerius. Thank you. Is it springtime here? That's great. I want what you have. It froze again. I mean, this is what it's been like for me all week, so it's not a horrible surprise, but it is very frustrating. Oh. Ulpius loves Scintilla, corrected to Ulpius killed Scintilla. Some high drama over here. I hope I'm back so you guys can see it. This feels like an important clue. Maybe you have to peel that one statue to get through that door. Ugh. That's how we make one of those creatures underneath the ground. Okay, let's look at our quests. So we've got... That's not important. Figure out who's most likely to break the golden rule. I think it's me. I don't think it's any of these people. I think I am the one. Okay, but you saw the Latin clue? Okay, that's something. Some people mentioned a river. I can go back and talk to her. Obtain a bow. Find a way into the palace. Get to the upper cistern. Figure out how to stop this harassment. Figure out why Olivia's acting strangely. So many quests! From the armed man. It's moving smoothly now? Okay. New York, yeah. Yeah, Drew JP6. It's, yeah, pretty much everybody at Polygon has been having issues. We were having issues on the stream earlier today. I'm gonna go ahead and save. You lied! Oh no! Is it dropping again?
Make sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment.
You don't say. You don't say,
Welcome back.
Virgil.
Nice to talk to you.
Oh, Virgil, you're so sweet. I can't stay mad at you. Where did Rufius go? Can I convince him to not be an asshole? He's gone, okay. Tell her, Miss Equitas? Equita? Oh, where'd she go? I was gonna tell her more about the stuff I found out about our fate and shit. Not an option. All right.
Oh, the murder.
Wait, why does it say you're a stranger? I've talked to you. I know what your deal is. Scoristus. It might just be time to reset the loop. What's a good crime I should do? Hello, well eaten. I very much like your username. Let me in! Oh, I haven't watched the... Was the Jacob Geller one the one about time loops? Because I haven't watched that one yet. I heard good things about it. The game is good. That's what I'll say. I already crawled through here. One thing I haven't done is caught the members of the Christian cult worshipping. So that might be something I can do. I don't know when they worship, though. I don't think it was this way. It was over here. I've gotten lost in this vast underground city. Well, if you don't know what to do, you should ride a zip line. That's what my mom always said. Well, the sun is setting, which I think means the time loop is going to reset soon. And the second I get out on this time loop, I want to make sure I go and cure that woman who has been poisoned. So maybe I'll just go and hang out. What I should do is I should hang out around this door and see if I can't lure this person away. Oh, there's a scroll. Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorotas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for the city. For continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. I must depart from custom for his attempt at imposing strict rule. Okay, this is not telling me. How recently have I saved? Relatively recently, but I should, just in case. I think I already got eggs this round, but you're right, I should never leave eggs on the table if I can avoid it. Because that's a waste of eggs. If they've made it to your table, you should finish eating them. Night, Drew! Thanks for coming and hanging out. Have good work. How do we get to the farm? sound in here is so nice. This city is so small, I can't believe I've just gotten lost. There's so little city. That's fine. Is it being fussy again with the stream? Stream? You guys are missing all my cool stunts. Hella stuttering? Yeah, alright. That's the thing, Green Pikachu, I'm hardwired. I'm hardwired to my internet. In no way should it be giving me any trouble. We saw you try to break my ankle. Well, that's good. That's really the important part of this game, is me doing stunts. Octavia, let me in. Octavia, I'm cool, let me in. Octavia! It's just the game that's having trouble. I mean, my game is... Oh, fuck me! I clicked the wrong button.
For the sins of the one.
Well, I hope I can get back. I didn't even want that bread. I just clicked the wrong thing. Ugh! Don't shoot at me. I didn't even want the bread. I just clicked the wrong button. Ugh! Okay, well we're gonna rush for the poisoned lady, so hopefully my stream picks up in juice. Tip, hold shift as friend. Thanks, game. I got it, but thanks. Alright, let's go save this poisoned lady. I can't talk! There's a person has been lady.
Oh.
My main goal is still run.
The 49 melodies fetch a cave.
Alright, don't die, don't die, don't die. I got your juice, don't die. I'm gonna save you.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
What are you doing in here? She needs the resin. What? Quick, Yulia. Yulia.
Yeah, we
need to swallow
did
this.
it!
Here, let me help you.
We saved Yulia.
Oh, that was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Little bit. I'm a time traveler.
I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening.
Yeah!
You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments.
Yeah.
And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her.
Yes.
And who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's
I think
cruel
she was
black
probably
eyes.
poisoned by...
In
I
the
think she did.
meantime,
I think this
I'm
is the
happy
person
to
who took
help
the
you with
hemlock.
whatever it is you need.
I think she took the hemlock. I think she paid. I think the black eyes is a reference to Aurelia. Do you know of a way
I
out of here?
wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
What do you think of the Golden
A
Rule?
city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Decius will always find loopholes to exploit.
Yep.
And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands. I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician.
Right,
This is
Lucretia's
Maria's
doing her
clinic.
best.
I've
She's
just
doing
been
great
filling
for
in
where she's
ever
at.
since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable
man.
all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
Lucretia's the most relatable character in this game. How did you end up here?
My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer.
Oh,
I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear.
hell yeah.
And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank,
Okay.
not far from here.
Hell yeah, Lucretia. I am sorry to
It's
hear
all
about
right.
that.
Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me.
Yeah.
And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Great. All right. Why are you working out of a shrine?
This shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god
makes
who
sense.
inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
I wonder if I'm supposed to pray to the god who caused this to undo it.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying, but I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues.
Yeah.
Like she could talk to them.
Yeah.
And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead
Very
or up to
interesting,
something
yeah.
so
Is the
strange
river
that
being
she
really a
doesn't want
riverbed?
anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Ooh.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's
Rufius?
a little bit scary.
Is it the
He's
golden
become
skeleton?
so
in the-
irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means.
Everybody gets turned
I
to
just
gold
know Navia would
statues.
know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
Oh, I have the key to her old chest. Perhaps I could find what you need in there.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
I don't know where. Open the chest in the clinic at the shrine of Apollo. Oh, I forgot to have a content warning for Apollo's penis. So I'm sorry if you caught a flash of it just then. Oh, hey, you're awake.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
I'm loving. Is this makeup or is that just? I think that's makeup, right? Hey, what happened
As
to you?
much as I'm grateful that you tried to help
I
me,
know what it is. You
it's
drink
just not
hemlock.
safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I just saved your life. You want to know how somebody poisoned you without breaking the golden rule?
The golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Did Malleolus and Claudia poison
Please,
you?
just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you?
Yep.
I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
I have all the time in the
right.
world.
I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret
Yeah,
way
okay,
out,
well, it's
I
exactly
would
what I
have
said.
done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much
I had
money?
to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured
Yulia
I'd
seems to
be
have
out
poisoned
of here
herself,
so soon it wouldn't
which
matter.
has gotten around the
I
golden
paid
rule.
Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was?
It's hemlock, I already know.
You figured it out already. I wish I'd been so astute. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused.
Did you not
She
know it was
pointed to a
poison?
sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed.
Poor Yulia.
She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back.
Wow.
Only
I'm glad I
he
robbed
didn't
her.
seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them
Yeah,
had
neither
planned
is
the whole
charging
thing
outrageous
from
amount
the
of money for
beginning.
healthcare, which is why she dies in most of the time loops I've been through so far. Surely that would have broken the golden rule.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear.
Signed over for your labor.
I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden
Malleolus
rule.
doesn't fucking know.
And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths. So
Malleolus is just
he
making this
locked
shit
me
up.
in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral. And made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned yourself.
I just wanted it to be over.
Oh man.
But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
I'm so sorry to hear
I
that.
brought it on myself.
No, this
I
is a
trusted
systemic
one
failure.
of the most callous human
And also
beings
some
I've
some
ever
legitimate
met, and tried to
just
swindle
people.
the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what all happened to you now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can I do
I
anything
doubt
to help?
it.
Yeah,
It
it's
seems
fair.
this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
How much would it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it
Oh
doesn't
no,
matter.
Yulia!
I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night.
Yulia!
He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month
What the
after they did it to
fuck?
me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Maybe I
I
can help
doubt
him
you
too?
could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are or why you seem
I only
so
gonna be able to
determined
save one of
help
you?
me, but thank you. All right, but please don't take too long. All right.
I don't know if time stops,
May Apollo keep you safe.
but I'm just gonna real
Over.
quick. I don't know how to get up to that place. Hold on. I'm fucking this up by once again getting lost. I have to go up and zip line over, I think.
How can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Ove.
Hey, Aquita. I want to talk to you too, but I can't right now. I've got to do a thing. I'm glad I have infinite stamina. Alright, he was up over this way. Hey, Sisyphus. Hi, Dwarven Cleric!
Salve, friend.
I cannot talk to you. I really
All
need
right,
to.
well, it was lovely to meet you.
Yeah, it's great.
I look forward to getting
Oh my
to know
god.
you better.
Yeah,
over
it's
the
so
coming
good to meet
months.
you. Thank you. Hi. It's so
And if you
yeah.
ever-
If you
I
thank
can't
yeah.
believe this is
Oh my
taking
god,
place.
Octavia.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Oh, P.S., what are you doing? Get back
Once
from
again,
there.
content
If you lose your
warning.
balance, you'll fall.
In fact, I'm gonna just update the stream title.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck?
I know things are hard for you right now. Please, please just think this through. If you do,
I'm sorry, but
please, I'll help him. If he goes through with it,
Yeah, you're not doing a super great job, so
thank you.
get out of my way. Is this what Scintilla would want?
you know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told
Well,
you.
if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone.
I'm gonna fix
I
this.
just want it all to be over. It's too late for that. Yulia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning.
She's
If I
alive.
backed out now, I'd be
No,
betraying
no,
her.
no, 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 no. She's alive. It's cool.
I can't do that.
Lucretia was able to get some silphium in time to save her life. She's going to be fine.
Oh, really? That changes things a little.
Eh?
But we're still in debt bondage to that monster.
I think I do have
Unless you
2,000
happen
denarii.
to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Yes. Actually, I
Really?
do.
Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then.
I really don't.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers?
If I have to. Of course!
It seems today we're both blessed.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to do this another time, huh?
This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
I mean...
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll go and pay off our debts immediately.
Great.
I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back.
I do not want that gross-ass tunic. Tell me about what happened with you and Scintilla.
Ah. And there it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to solve a mystery here, bud.
All right.
Thank you, Dwarven Cleric.
Scintilla and I
Have
were
a
in
good
love.
evening or morning. I don't know what
And
time
then-
it is for you.
22 days ago,
22
she went missing.
days. Why don't you start from the beginning?
All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolis's villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof,
Are you going to teach me how to climb
just
ropes?
to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her. Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa, I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her, and from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her.
Is
and
she
so
alive?
for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and
Vineyard?
everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night.
Oh,
All I could
interesting.
do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was. Scintilla was the one thing that made my life bearable. But with her gone, things unraveled quickly.
Bye, Knife Snail.
You saw how bad it got.
Is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me.
That's true. I did ask him
And
to
if
start
she
from
had
the
known a
beginning.
way
That's
out-
on me.
She would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the golden rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me.
She turned
That
into
can
a
only
statue?
mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
Any ideas about who might have taken her?
My guess?
Could a peel statue have
Malleolus
killed
had
her under the
something
golden
to do
rule?
with
It's a
it.
good question.
He is without doubt
I don't see why not.
the most evil man I have ever known.
I mean, he
have
sounds
no
like it,
idea where
yeah.
he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked.
A locked room.
I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
I'll
Let
look
me
into
know
it.
what you discover.
Okay.
I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Could she have been peeled? It's a fair question. Yeah, get out of here, kid. Yeah, it's a fair question. Could have been peeled. Oh. Interesting. Some missing pieces. I wonder if that'll give me the name of the god. Okay. Okay, alright. That is some progress. Hey, Octavia. He did not tell me how to climb vines, though. I was really hoping to get that. Let me go get this rheumatism medication. And then,
What? How?
The newcomer arranged it somehow.
Yeah, that's me. I'm
Really?
great. I'm like
That's-
super cool.
Incredible. Oh, what a relief. I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything.
Rhubarb,
Just
question
rest
mark.
up, get your strength back, and we'll celebrate properly when you're ready.
Y'all talk
I
about
will.
me?
Thank you, Ulpius.
You talking about me?
I will.
I did that. That was me. What are you scrubbing? Just the wall? You don't have to do that.
Feeling all right?
I figured out how to treat
Oh, I see.
rheumatism.
Well, what's the treatment?
Willow bark.
Willow bark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down
Fucking
some.
knew it was Rufius.
I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this?
knew it was
You just
Rufius.
need to swallow a pinch of
I mean,
it.
there's only like
I'm
20
hoping
people
it will
here.
avert disaster.
Oh, what does that mean? That was a really ominous way of saying that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did.
Rheumatism makes you homophobic. Jacob and Julia said so.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Oh, I don't know if I need to know anything about her. Let's talk about something else.
Gladly. That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life.
You're welcome,
Apollo
Lucretia.
smiles upon you.
Ow. Alright, let's find that awful asshole. He's up there. Okay, hold on. Let me talk to
Keeping an eye on
first.
things, Horatius?
Oh my god, okay.
As always, priestess.
Bye, Seepawell.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
About your rheumatism.
What business is that of yours?
Figured out a treatment. Eat a pinch of this willow bark and you should feel better in no time.
Willow bark. And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith
Oh, yeah?
started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again.
What if you don't
I
set it
owe you
straight?
one.
You know what I mean? Are you the one threatening Virgil?
No idea what you're talking about.
I know it was you.
Look, I haven't been at my best lately.
I don't think rheumatism's an okay reason to blackmail people.
It starts with constant pain in all your joints. Then the pain starts to mess with your head. Makes you angry.
Okay.
I know.
That's fair. Pain makes us
an
do
excuse
things that we would
how I acted.
do when we weren't in pain, so that's fair.
It's the truth. But with the willow bark, I'm already starting to feel like myself again. And I know I said I owe you one.
So you're gonna leave my boy Virgil fucking
So-
alone?
I'll leave him alone from now on.
Fuck yeah, you will.
It's not as if I was ever going to hurt him anyway. I was just lashing out. I'm going to go and clean up the graffiti.
Maybe clean it up with
Just-
Virgil and fucking apologize.
Forget this ever happened.
I never will, Rufius. Alright, no problem. Oh, hey,
Be
Yulia. Up and,
careful who you trust.
up and walking around, huh?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia.
I
To
think-
what do I owe the pleasure of
I
this
think
visit?
Equitia looks a little bit like very, very young Carrie Fisher.
Interesting.
That's the
I'm
vibe I
not
get from her
sure
face.
why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person.
Some people mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried
One of
here
the
by a
statues
river
told me to
current.
wade
What else?
upstream. They mentioned memory lapses.
That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
And they mentioned a stranger on the riverbank.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
Yes. Karan! Karen, Karan! Oh, fuck, we're dead! Oh, we're dead. Okay.
And did you happen to catch her name? I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
That whole bit about not wanting to share a name because it's Karen was such a good bluff. That was such a good distract. Holy shit. Oh my god. She's wearing a hoodie. How could you have known
Because
that?
I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
It's not safe in there. An assassin just arrived.
What? How could you know that? And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it?
He shot me the last time. It
Please,
wasn't very
go and
fun.
stop him,
Okay.
And come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Fine. Oh man, that was so good. Okay, alright, well. Honestly, that might have bumped this up to being on my top 10 game of the year list. That might have been just the thing it needed. Alright.
Help!
Hey, Fabia.
You have...
I'll get right on it.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere.
Oh, hi!
Find me in this empty
Annie
shrine when
Buck.
it's over.
Thank you.
What? Oh,
Okay, now to talk to this assassin. Yeah, Fabia looks like she is just fallen apart. Alright. This jerk again.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Let's see what lying does.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll
Oh,
let
okay,
you
cool.
live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Hey, he's probably gonna kill somebody. Oh god, the game's loading. He's probably gonna kill somebody, while I'm in here searching for loot. Or a weapon, or anything. How did he get in here? He must have come from somewhere. I mean, he definitely died, right? Is this where I came in? No, this isn't where I came in. Oh god, alright, he's gonna kill somebody. Wait, did I do it? Figure out how to neutralize the armed man? Did I do it? Wait, what did I do? Was he like zapped by a statue? I fell into the bad my first time. Okay, that's what I remember. Oh! Yoink. I just want to examine it. Oh, I can take it because he's dead and it's fine. 40 to 50 years old, advertise everybody, run green, run blue. I bet this is Malleus. Well, to be fair, I didn't realize the player didn't realize I was sending him to the thing that was gonna fall and killed him. I missed the amazing animation though. Well, maybe I'll get another chance. And yes, exactly, Nicholas. By Batman rules, I didn't save him. Or I didn't kill him. Fuck. I didn't do this. Gravity did this. And poor construction did this. Alright, well, let's talk to Aquitas, but then afterwards, for sure, we gotta go. We gotta go down into the cistern. It was my time to shrine! Green Pikachu! Okay. Oh, I can tell Virgil he's safe now. Water on the bridge. I just wanted to talk to Aquita. I just was hoping there would be a quest so that I could find her easily. Virgil, it's all good now. Ooh, your neck is doing some weird stuff.
Face. Salve, and welcome to a little... I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you did.
Oh, I can see the streams dropping in quality again. So I'm gonna use this opportunity to get back in my blanket. Okay. Don't worry about the threats, it's just Rufius, and he's never going to hurt you.
What demon or spirit told you about that?
I found an incomplete note in his house.
You went snooping in his place? That was risky. We're lucky you didn't cross any lines. Have you spoken to him about it?
Jacob and Yulia. Yes, I spoke to him. He said he just was in pain.
Really?
He's not going to bother you anymore.
How did you manage that?
I found a treatment for his rheumatism, and that cured his homophobia.
Poor fellow. I've heard that can really mess with a person's head. Well done for figuring that out.
Happy to help. I think he wants to help clean up his graffiti,
Really?
too.
That's promising. I'll keep an eye out for him. Nice to talk to you.
Hey, you're welcome. God, I'm just...
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you
Ooh,
carry.
I do need this to
No idea
spelunk.
how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban. But I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
I assume... Do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues? The statues come to life and fire golden bows, arrows at them? What?
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly one or two of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop.
Do you want me to kill the
that laid the
goose?
golden egg, with the ability to transmute organic matter into gold.
Am I gonna shoot the goose eggs and turn them into
infinite
gold?
wealth. Use your imagination. Golden
Hey, Tab.
animals, insects, trees, and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond
I wish I weren't
imagining.
standing
And
next
even
to
if we were to split all those riches
Virgil
between the two
hammering
of us,
right now.
half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I think the golden goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
It sounds grossly
I'm not
unethical.
suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule.
Alright.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
She gay and she lives in the woods.
Good. Then none of this should be a surprise to you. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
Golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it.
It certainly
trying to
adds
figure out how to
some
retrieve it
texture
without
to the
breaking,
audio.
You know what?
You want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no. If you tried that, we
Yeah.
would be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
Isn't that extremely dangerous?
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all
You're
mankind,
just not going to answer
do you
any of
think
my
he
questions.
was worried about the danger?
Prometheus was also punished for eternity, if I recall
Only because he
correctly.
was silly enough to get caught.
Why can't you do it
I'm
yourself?
more of an ideas man.
Ugh,
whereas
fuck
you're
off.
obviously the more resourceful and heroic type.
Well, that's
I
true.
have complete confidence in you.
Why can't I just
Because
take
the
it?
gods would see you, of course.
Okay, yeah.
Hence my So, eh?
If you don't like action or horror elements, feel free to decline. Interesting tip. I do like action or horror elements though, so I guess I'm gonna do it.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf.
I really wanted
This
to.
is a quality weapon. Now, bear with me for a moment.
Really wanted to go into the
And here we
caves.
are.
I guess
a
I can
gold
still do
leaf
that.
bow. Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Okay, let's get out of here. God. Oh, look, he's there. He's doing it. Okay, before I do that, I do want to finish talking to Equida. Content warning is likely to be required. That's a good call. That feels like a good bet. Hey, you want to go to the bath with me? And not as like just as like
I take
friends.
it you've cleared. Follow me, but don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Why not? I mean, I know I just said that thing, but like, why not though? I mean, we can bathe together. I think it's fine. Hey, Yulia, nothing's going on with me and Equida. Okay, bye. Hey, Rufius. Don't blackmail for me about this. Ha 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 ha. Don't look at the body that's over there. Okay. Just gals being bath pals, exactly. Go through a little bit of a loading screen. Yeah, 5 feet apart because they're just researching, exactly. Hey. Yeah, don't run by the pool. Hey, Equida, don't run by the pool. You're gonna slip and you're gonna fall and hurt yourself. Where are you going? Okay, so that assassin fell through here just like I fell through here. Oh my god, where'd you go?
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp. But do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it, only your pronunciation is a little off. The name you heard wasn't Karen. It was Charon, as in Charon, the ferryman of the dead. Charon, who, in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
Yeah.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change.
I love this flashback.
Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Sorry if I sounded
all
cagey.
Of these clues.
It's just
I get it, game.
I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. I take it you know what this means.
We're in... Oh, no.
I'm afraid so.
I mean, we are
It's
literally
all
under the
starting
earth,
to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so
so we know who the god that's causing this is. So we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying.
Yeah, that's true. That happens kind of a lot.
So I'm afraid I don't know.
Lanceheart, yeah, I think so. It's very possible. Why are there so few people in this underworld?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river. But that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we
Plutonic
had.
man!
He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So
incredible work, Mechtel.
Maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
Are you trying to keep this from me?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help. I promise you.
What can you tell me about Charon?
I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here.
Yeah.
If you were Roman, or even Greek, you would know these stories. Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead.
Oh, Green Pikachu! God, really 1-2 punch over there.
It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin.
Tab, thank you for the gift sub to Mechtel.
That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their
incredible
mouths.
Work, everybody.
Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Why didn't y'all recognize Charon immediately? Well, we didn't know what it looked like.
The ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman named Karen with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti. And Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal.
Nobody told me names when I met them.
But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again. Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about
Lanceheart.
Hercules, the demigod, and
yeah,
son of
kinda.
Orpheus, a Thracian poet, Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra, and Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was
It would be
able to escape
incredible
with
if
the
we
help of a
found
spirit
Zagreus.
guide,
If there was a
who led him through a
Zagreus
secret gate.
Easter egg
So
in
it
this
seems
game.
you have two options: to confront the god of the underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Kill Pluto? I don't know if I want to fight Pluto. Well, tell me more about it, though.
That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the underworld, but he was a demigod. Forgive my candor, but you are no Hercules.
I'm better than that. I'm a gamer. Hercules couldn't
Are you
manipulate
telling
time.
me that you can? I won't pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day. But first, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are 4 plaques missing from its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and angered our divine keeper. If you could recover and replace all 4 of those missing plaques, I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Okay. I
It's the
did find that
towering
obelisk,
stone
and I know what she's
monument
talking about.
With 4 sides and a pyramid-shaped
Green Pikachu,
head
I'll fix that
that
later, don't
stands
worry.
before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place. You'll find them all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery.
It died.
However, this one is unusual in that each of the 4 sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover 4 different plaques:
Greek,
Roman,
Egyptian,
Greek,
mystery plaque,
Egyptian.
Okay. I get it.
Good question. To answer that, we first need to ask who would have defaced the obelisk in the first place. It would have had the god's name engraved into it, so it may be that whoever desecrated it wanted that name to be forgotten. And there's only one group of people I know of.
It's a Christian
There's a cult
yeah.
in Rome that they've been known to start fires. As well, if I were you, I'd go looking for them. Of course, they've all been in hiding since the fire last year.
I actually
But
know
I
who a
did
lot of
hear a
them are,
rumor
so it's
they
fine.
have a
They're not
secret
super good at
shrine
hiding.
somewhere in the city. Perhaps if you could find.
I already know where the secret shrine
don't
is.
know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow,
Oh, yeah,
Georgius.
Georgius,
His
he's
store
great.
is in the forum. Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident,
I don't
will
know
be
if
able
I've
to tell
met
us.
Kabash yet.
Unfortunately, he disappeared.
Okay,
weeks
well
ago.
there we go.
But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern. So perhaps you could talk to her.
Going full Stargate.
Or just take a look in his
Kinda,
room.
yeah. That's great. I love Stargate.
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one. But perhaps
3.
finding the other 3 will illuminate the way.
Alright, let's talk about something else. What if I did not want to fight
As I
Pluto?
mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them
I wonder
escape,
if the...
and Aeneas was guided to the exit.
No, I have no
The problem
clue.
is, those are the stories of
I know
a poet,
so many new
a
leads.
self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds.
Oh, I
So
don't
they
know why
should be
either, but
taken
Tab
with a grain
Atkins,
of
thank you for
salt.
re-upping your subscription.
First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale.
Yeah, she's
It's
kidnapped.
said the god of the
forced into
underworld
marriage.
abducted and dragged her here against her will.
I do know all this. So she might be willing to work against him to help us.
If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The
A
problem
modern day
is,
tablet,
how
yeah,
do we
it could be. It's a
communicate
Sheikah
with her
slate,
without
actually.
being noticed by her captor. Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
Yeah, the statues whispered to me a lot. God, could that be Proserpina?
But you're only bringing this up now.
Well, you've been
Then
talking
again,
a lot,
I suppose
Acacia.
you
I don't know
were
what to
worried
tell you.
I'd think you were as mad as Navia. Can you tell me more?
Navia's probably not
Is
bad.
it the same voice? What kinds of thing does it say?
Yeah, it's the same voice. She's helpful if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit. Or perhaps... Perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself.
Maybe.
If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead
Pluto
you
is
to the
neither a
way
live
out?
guy nor a wife guy. Yeah, it's true. She said wait against the current, whatever that means.
That is strange. There are no rivers here. Let me think on that.
Oh yeah, Tab. I was thinking about that because they've used the word barbarian a few times. Perhaps I need to get to the upper cistern.
Right, because the current flows into the city through the aqueduct and into the upper cistern. I vaguely recall wondering what was in there, but the door at the back of the great temple is locked up tight. You might be able to get a key from the magistrate, but if that doesn't work, perhaps you can find another way in. Let me know if you find anything in there.
Why do you feel uncomfortable saying
All
Pluto?
Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
Just a peeled dude, yeah. Alright, I'm ready to get started doing one of these
I would
things.
suggest not discussing this with anyone.
You got it.
The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible. As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
And to let her know that I'm
In any
going
case,
to kill
time
Pluto
is of the
and get
essence,
us out of
so
here.
You best begin. May Fortuna guide you. Although you may not need her with Proserpina on your side.
Hell no. Is it raining outside? Hold on. It is super raining outside. But in a nice way. I can hear the gentle tinkling of it. Oh, damn. If that lady gets turned back into a human and falls face first into a pool, it'd be a fun little hijink, right? Okay. Gosh. Oh, you got snow today? I'm so jealous. Jealous of everybody that has snow right now.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Yeah, it rules. Okay. I can now go into this little area and talk to this dude. Because he didn't want to talk to me until I knew the name of the god who is causing all of this. And I know now, it's Pluto. Where there's rain, oh, there's wind affecting lines. Well, we were having trouble earlier today when it was all clear. And I was having trouble yesterday as well. So that's probably not helping. But I don't think it's explicitly the cause. Hey, chat, if you were going to be frozen into a golden statue from all time, what pose would you want to be frozen in?
Ah, a visitor.
Oh. That's ominous. I wonder what happened.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Gwen.
It's sincere. Tell me.
Looking for Kabash?
Ah, Kabash. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. Let us find out.
These guys all like debate me. It's Pluto.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over.
Holding up the power
Now,
pieces
will you
was
join me
good.
in a
Mid
friendly
Macarena, that's
Socratic
good.
dialogue?
Mid car wheel. If you could time it, that would be awesome. Yeah,
Wonderful.
let's do it.
Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
I'm not sure. It's a complex question. I know if I say yes, this game is going to stick it to me.
You are an overthinker too. You're the same then. It is probably why I became a philosopher. If you
What a
struggle
read.
with right and wrong normally, then down here with the golden rule, surely your struggle can only have become more difficult.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
so.
that's reassuring. And the truth is, you're not alone.
There's a
You see,
cannonball?
out there
Oh,
in the
that's
world,
cool.
Being
I
uncertain
like that.
about right and wrong was acceptable because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we
Rarely.
would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves.
Instead of a bunch of other
as
people as pens. Yeah,
But
fun.
under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution.
I'd want to be
So to navigate
frozen
this
and
maze,
doing the blade
we
pose.
would have to be certain
With like
about
one
the
hand down and the
difference
other one
between
back.
right and
Like I
wrong.
just did a cool stunt
Wouldn't you
landing.
agree?
Oh god, I wasn't listening to what he was saying. Be certain about the difference. I suppose so.
So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always
Liz
perfectly
Lemon level
correct,
high roll, that's a
which
good
you
one.
could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
So one system of morality which is always perfectly correct. Yeah.
Let me guess. Is it yours?
No.
And
you put
that's
it like
a
that,
credit
maybe
to
not.
you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change
Yeah.
their position when presented with a superior argument.
What's your
My
point?
point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
Fair point.
If there is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them.
Interesting.
And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives.
In a comfy way for
In
animals to fit on your lap,
mathematics, we would call it
so you
an
can be like those
asymptote,
pictures of
a line
statues
that
where,
can be
or of like
approached but never reached.
Ronald McDonald, but there's
Because
a
the
kitty
only way
curled
to
up in its
create a
lap.
utopia
That's a good one.
is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
Hear that? I agree.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
It's more of a lecture than a debate. But hey, what's your
You
story?
mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
I'm listening.
I was a quarrelsome young man.
I'm gonna get water while he's
At
talking, but I am
19,
listening.
I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunk mercenary. It became heated. He drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life.
Oh, you didn't fall
I woke
into the
up
water?
on the banks of the Styx
Oh,
at
okay,
a
there you go.
campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return.
I like that it's
but
spelled
even
differently
with all
when
my
he
skill,
says it.
I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here.
I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Why can't you return to the surface?
My generation was wiped out.
Ah,
turned to gold
the hermit
many
philosopher.
years ago. My friends and I were able to avoid the same fate by hiding down here.
Okay.
I think it's safest to assume that if I was to return, Hades would realize that his furies hadn't finished the job, and he'd send them after me again.
Why can't you tell me
I
your
fear
name?
that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear you and know I am still alive.
This dude's kind of badass, and I love this whole situation. Where's everybody
I'm
else?
afraid I am the only one left. There were 12 of us in the beginning, but one by one, my friends passed away. Some from malnutrition, others from madness and despair. It has been lonely. Before my unexpected visit from Kabash some weeks ago, I'd not seen another person.
Oh, so
in
Kabash
many,
did come through
many
here.
years.
How have you survived?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish provides most of the nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides.
Ah, dude.
But
that's
like
super
so
sad.
many things in life, arguments are better with a partner. They are one and the same.
I already knew that. I just wanted to
As
clear
you
out that
wish.
option. Do you know of a way out here?
If I did, would I be living like this?
All right, fair enough. What about the golden
Did we not
rule?
discuss it at length already? Oh, I see.
No, I'm just trying to
You're
clear out
toying with me.
talking points. Do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed from the
You
obelisk?
seek the plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
I certainly do.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you if Kabash had not already taken it.
Kabash!
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans
Listening.
came, in typical
Yes.
fashion,
God,
they
chat,
claimed
you're
it
on
as their
fire with
own.
the puns today.
Built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the Shrine of Persephone became the Shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, they gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away. However, there was one thing that always seemed out of place to me, and it is the very thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
What did it
We
say?
had no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it
All
turns out
civilizations
this
are built
game
on the
has been
bones of
going
other
on much
civilizations.
longer than
Yeah.
any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Gosh, I've got so many things to do.
There are certain things you must see for yourself. Take this key. You'll need it to open the gate.
Green tea gets you.
I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret.
Yeah, you bet, dude. I like that I could have said we'll see as though I was tempted to not. As though I was tempted to rat this guy out.
You've returned.
Nope, I'm sorry, I haven't. I'm sorry. Oh gosh. Alright, well, I haven't decided what path I'm going to take. But let's go ahead and get this plaque just in case we decide to fight and kill God. Fight and kill a god. I've picked up a lot of arrows in my day. I'm excited about that. Draugr. Yeah, we've entered an especially. Oh. Oh. It really is though, huh? Can I get my arrow back? No? Okay. We've reached an especially Skyrim-y portion of this game. Ooh. Sinet. Lock from the other side. God, yeah, this is just a Skyrim puzzle. This is just a Skyrim cave. But I'm glad these things go down with only one hit. I feel good about that. I was worried it was gonna eat through my arrows a lot. Now there's a lot of them. I don't like how this thing runs. Gang, I didn't care for how any of that went. I don't like their noises. I don't like their weird little body movements. I don't like how many arrows that took. Alright, come up. Come and fight me. Don't just growl. Okay. Alright, game. I see this is what they mean by getting into action horror-y stuff. I wonder if I had not retrieved the bow and arrow, would it just not have given me the option to do the... Don't! I'm trying to talk to my stream! God, they're so rude. Alright. Where are you? No, don't come up here. Like, just don't even. Are you coming? I do love that there is yet another underground city. Don't, come on. Snipe! No scope. Where'd the other one go? Yeah, I'm like, what? Are we gonna get like a Mesopotamian city underneath this one? How deep does it go? Oh, come on. did you do? I want to do other things, game. I am regretting not bringing a gun. Okay. I think I can jump that gap on the... I don't think they keep respawning. I think there are just a lot of them in this section. Let's see if I can't make this jump. Oh yeah, that was easy. Oh, and it just led me back to where I was. Okay, that's fine. I do like the sands. I like the statues half buried in the sands. You look like a plaque. Yeah, okay. I just can't take that plaque? That's not the right plaque? I'd have run out by now? Oh. Oh, hey.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you?
I'm Gwen.
I am Kabash.
Hi.
And let me guess.
I mean, my character
another
is an
Greek or
archaeologist.
Roman come to
I took
loot
that
and
trait.
plunder the resting place of my ancestors.
No, I'm just... Well, okay, I was gonna say no, but actually that is exactly what I'm trying to do.
To what end?
I would like this plaque. I want to return it to the obelisk.
That is welcome news. You really are not Greek or Roman, are you? I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must remain. Here, take it, and restore the honor of Osiris.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks.
Now, as for the other plaque.
The fourth plaque? You know about it?
Indeed. I have it right here.
Okay.
I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosities while searching for a place to hide from the hungry children of Amit, and there it was.
I think, to be fair, I have my graphics turned all the way down, so I think his hair is a reflection of my bad graphics card and not the actual game's top quality graphics. Yeah, it is on the low, not the lowest setting, but like the second lowest setting, basically, in order to keep it from getting frame ratey. Can I have it?
You may not. In fact, I am about to destroy it.
Why?
Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
How so?
I will tell you, but first, do you know what this place is?
Yeah, like this background texture is probably supposed to be a lot better than what it is.
Indeed, and I see you know our history. This is the Duat. See what has become of it. I have been down here for weeks, piecing together its story. And here is what I have learned. As Egypt declined and the Greeks had their turn to flourish, their souls came here in great numbers. But instead of adopting our ways, they copied and corrupted them. When they found the obelisk bearing the name Osiris, the true god of the underworld, they desecrated it, removing his name and replacing it with Hades. Even the ferryman of the dead, known to my people long before as Kerti, they renamed to Keron. As if that desecration was not enough, they built over this place, using it as the foundation for their own underworld, so that ours was forgotten. My only solace is that the Greeks then suffered the same fate when the Romans rose to power, renaming Hades to Pluto, and the cycle began anew.
So what's the problem with this plaque?
It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply the gods of Egypt are mere imitations too.
Well,
copied and corrupted from an ancient people who prospered even before us. And that my people did to them what the Greeks and Romans did to us. But this, I cannot accept. I sense a deception, Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more.
What does the inscription say?
You will never know. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name.
Please don't.
You are too late.
Oh.
It is done.
No, my dude! Venture beneath the Egyptian underworld? Now I'm gonna have to go in after
You would
it.
plunge into the depths of the Duat with no way back up. Madness.
I'll find a way back up.
We shall see.
Dude. You suck. Oh
You
man,
again.
this fire texture is
What is
doing
it?
terrible things to his hair. What do you think is
I
down there?
do not know. What could possibly lie beneath the underworld?
The lair of the Emit?
Perhaps
I hope not.
all I know is it would be unwise to venture down there.
Well, I do what I want. Yes! Yes, incredible work from Green Pikachu. Perhaps.
Most unwise.
Okay.
Good. Wait. You are planning to go
Yeah,
down
I just
there.
told you I was.
I see it in your eyes.
Also in my mouth.
You would plunge into the depth.
Alright, we'll talk later. Alright, let's go ahead and save this. And, alley-oop! Did it just take me to the... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay. I was sort of hoping that maybe it would just, take me back to the first pool and I would just be up at the top of the world. Yeah. It's Mesopotamia time, babies. Everybody strap in. We are the Mesopotamians. Looks like these Sumerians were trying to forgive me. They are Sumerians. Looks like a spike pit. Alright, well, that was great. I would have been furious if that had killed me. So, I'm really glad it didn't. That was maybe the slowest moving boulder roll I've ever seen. I guess this one will be a lot faster, huh? Maybe? Do we see where the boulder is? This water looks nasty. This water looks like that. You guys remember, I think it was a couple years ago when they found that they opened that sarcophagus and it had this horrible red fluid in it. That's what that water, this is what that water reminds me of.
I told you that you would not find a way back up. That was not a prediction. That was a promise. You will die here.
What's happening? I think I've hit a bug? There's no need for this.
I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating this sacrilege, but you persisted. You have undermined and dishonored the true god of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed?
He's supposed to do this? Okay.
Very well.
I just don't
will
understand where
listen.
he's at.
But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me,
he's
why
staring at the
should
bottom.
I
Okay, I
let
just
you
didn't
live
see him.
after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy?
Yeah, I'm not ready to make it back to the portal in time. You're just trying to replace... Something can be destroyed by the truth. It deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
Then you admit it. You wish to destroy the sacred beliefs of my people. I will not allow this. Many of my ancestors
I mean, that's fair. That's a fair thing to get upset about,
good
but like,
lives,
you
so
just
that
kind of
we
gotta
may
deal with it.
descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now, I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives?
It thinks my laughter is the word piss. What was happening with the captioner? That's so rude. Okay. On ban. Isn't being a good person a worthwhile pursuit in and of itself?
I am not sure I follow. Speak plainly.
Even if your beliefs about the afterlife weren't quite accurate, isn't the important thing that they motivated you to live good lives?
Perhaps there is some truth in that. What is your point?
Are you going to abandon a lifetime of good character now that it matters most, just because you found out you were misled?
You are persuasive. Very well. I will let you live, and you may do what you will with that plaque. I will remain here for a while and attempt to learn what I can about the foundations of my
I was literally saying
beliefs.
the word piss.
Go.
And it's like, nah, that's nothing. Thank you for clipping that. I'm going to go ahead and save that for after the stream, just for me. All right. Well, I did it. I convinced him to not kill me, which I feel great about. I taught him that being a good person is its own reward, which I also feel great about. Actually, we're best friends now. Don't tell Virgil.
You again. What is it now? Of course, as the Romans say, may fortune smile on you.
All right. Great. So we got 2 of the plaques. It's looking more and more likely that I'm gonna fight and kill Pluto. Oh, good. Okay, and I circled back because this is a Skyrim-ass game. Okay. Well, maybe he can be Virgil's boyfriend. Maybe. I hope Virgil finds a way to be happy.
You carry the gift of Prometheus in your hand.
Yeah, I also got some plaques.
Good to see you again, friend. Did you find what you need?
Yeah, I'm gonna become god of the underworld. No
I
new
enjoyed our
options.
chat, but
I will. You'll be fine. All right. Oh, I can take the shortcut. Okay, cool. I hope everything's fine up in the upper world. No, it's a loading screen. God, it's already 11 o'clock. Okay. I can't believe it got so late. Honkin' bazonkers. That's so many plaques you need to get to the dentist. Okay, great. All right. Yeah, who's the Sumerian god of the underworld? I'm blanking. And by blanking, I mean it's been well over a decade since I've taken an ancient world class. So I'm gonna forgive myself for not remembering that one. Okay. Alright, it's 11 o'clock, so I should stop. In my heart of hearts, I just want to keep playing, but I know I need to stop and have a rest. So I'm gonna do that. Thank you, everybody, for coming to this very, very good stream. Y'all in the chat with your puns were on fire tonight, and it was incredible. Incredible work. Sorry about the streaming issues. I can see it's once again struggling to do anything, and that kind of makes sense, because that's how it's been throughout this whole stream. Anyway, this was not so bad, so I think next week will be Thursday again. I might try Friday, but we'll see. Is this gonna make the Game of the Year list? Yeah, I think it's gonna make the Game of the Year list. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah, I think it's gonna be on my list. Yeah, we'll have to see who it bumps, though, because there were just a lot of really great games that came out this year. Great stream, everybody. I'll see you Sunday at noon Eastern Time for more of this game. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a very good weekend.